Okay. The Fool, a new beginning. And it's upright, so that's good. And releasing. This card's like grieving the past. Grieving the past. Letting the past go. Something. This one is often relationship. And this is the Seven of Cups here. This is like, I call this the ADD card, because there's so many choices you can get confused, and it can actually be negative. So when you get this card, my advice is you got to make a choice. So let's just like make that choice, decide what you want, make the choice, and move on. It's so, because it's in the position of moving into the past, I'd say you've been trying to make a choice for a while. Had something on your mind you needed to make a choice about. We have the Empress reversed. This could be you not feeling terribly happy, not feeling satisfied, you not being creative. Something's got you a little disturbed. And you just aren't experiencing your happy creative place. And this card came up reversed, the Four of Cups, and this is about like dreaming about pie in the sky instead of what you have to work with. It showed up reversed, which means basically, and in this position, you're moving into the place of daydreaming about, something else, and working with what you have in front of you. Then we have the Hermit reversed. The Hermit sheds light on a situation. And when this card's reversed, there's two ways you can take it. One way is you're not meditating on shedding light, not, being introspective about what you need to shed light on the subject, or you've done this long enough and it's time to make a choice. And this is in the position of your foundation. So, does that make sense so far? I think so. The way you feel is that, here we go, another card about choice, is you've picked something. It looks like you've made a choice here. So you picked this one of three choices, and you're looking ahead and planning what you want to do. That sounds good. So if this is moving into the past, you've already gone through the God, too many choices stage, and you're in the I think I want this. See, these aren't out of his reach yet, these other two wands. It's like he could reach back and say, now I want this one, So, but it sounds like you're making plans, and it doesn't have to be, God, is that a police car going by? Carved in stone, or it could be a fire engine. And then here, the truth. So this is how you feel. It's like you're like, I think I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to make the plan. The truth of the situation is the Lovers reversed. Okay, so usually with major arcana, I say, yeah, this is definitely yours. But I'm saying this could go two ways. No, I'm hearing that the truth of the situation is, is the Lovers. Somebody's coming into your life, but the card is reversed, which doesn't mean you won't meet them or you won't get it, or what it means is it's like there's a slight delay or something. So making choices, moving forward, moving out of the pie in the sky, and getting yourself into your happy place. This is the Empress. She is major arcana, and you will get your happy place back. So I'm putting her right side up. But, being aware that, you're not doing what makes you feel good, and to decide, yeah, I'm going to go back to my writing, or the club, the health club, or or, you know, arranging flowers, or working in the garden, whatever makes you happy. This is all about being happy. Now, it can also be a card about pregnancy. That can be reversed if someone's trying to get pregnant, but I don't see that here. The Hangman. So in your hopes and fears, the Hangman is about being basically paralyzed in a situation where you don't feel like you can move forward at all. And here it's like you didn't know what you wanted, too many choices, you know, sad and depressed. And here what's crossing, see, this is the new beginning, and what crosses it is sadness. Well, how can you start a new beginning when you're sad? It doesn't feel new when you're sad all the time. So the Hangman is, you're getting perspective on what's going around you. And, you know, this is like such an intense card for me because I've experienced it where you want to move forward. You need to move forward. You're going crazy because you can't move forward. And you're forced into a situation. We have to see something you don't want to see. You don't like. You don't want to know. You don't care. Get me out of here. You know what I'm saying? So I've been through that. And you have my sympathy if you're going through this, because I know, and I'm still in it. I'm on the edge of almost out. Mine's turned right side up. So in your hopes and fears, you know, the fear is he's never going to turn right side up. And the hope is it's going to end soon and I can move forward. Once this is right side up, you can move forward. You've got your new perspective. And here you have the Hermit. So many of these cards just validate everything else. So, of course, this is yours, moving forward, gaining the new perspective. And the new perspective is always good. It makes us a better person. It makes us a stronger person. It gives us more choices. And we can really see, oh, wow, you know, I didn't notice that. I wasn't really considering that. Damn, I've been selfish. You know what? That kind of stuff. Or, wow, this happened because I was like totally missing this thing here. You're not catching on to, or, you know, like when a relationship ends, my guide told me about a relationship that I asked, why am I in this relationship? My God, I can't stand this person. It's insane. And my guide said, so you know what you don't want. So it's like in your face. This is what I do not want. So when Mr. Right comes along, it's like, oh, yes, let's not go for handsome and charming, because, you know, the boyish charm that's only the trip through hell, you know, the immature guy that makes your life miserable, but they can be fun, but okay, trip through hell. Okay, so the outcome is the Nine of Wands, which I am going to clarify, because this is like standing guard and waiting. And it right after this seems like this card is almost inaction compared to really, it's like you're still waiting. So what deck will I clarify with? The Lenormand? Let's do the Lenormand. Because we need a little more information about that card. It's like, I feel like it pulled the wrong one. Which really isn't. How can I get all these cards so right on and then and that one wrong? So there's a point to it. There's a point to it. Like maybe it's the oh, look, there's a little bug on there. What is he? Little ladybug or something? Hey, what are you doing? I think you're funny. So it's like you're still waiting, even though, you know, your hangman is right side up and you've seen the new perspective, and it's like, okay, Spirit, I get it. When do I get to go? When do I get to move forward? When can I step out of this situation? Oh, you know what? I want to tell you, because I just heard it, is, you know, when you're like so anxious to get out of a situation, it's like you're going crazy and you want this to happen. It's like, it's almost like we're clingy or hanging on too tight or too desperate, you know? So you gotta go, you gotta get to your place of, you know, being the Empress again, being relaxed and peaceful and happy within yourself, within your body, within your mind, within your situation, and just finding peace with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like maybe you're at an in between stage, or this here even looks like a launching post, you know, a place where you're ready to lunge and go forward, but maybe you can't yet, you know. So finding your happy place, doing what makes you feel good on a daily basis, you know, because it's like we got to rewrite and rewire our mind when we go through difficulties, you know, of grieving and sadness and wishing things were different, and start focusing on what you want, what you want. You could make a list and of what you want this person to be like. You could do, you know, like, you know, the board where you cut out a bunch of pictures. I draw a picture, and I draw pictures with little stick figures and stuff, and like and I'll do it in a mandola, a circle, and divide it up into shapes, like different aspects of my life, and that works. Okay, so let's get the clarifier on that one. Oh, crap. All right, I don't like this. I'm going for another one. Well, it does make kind of sense out of this. Is there somebody like vengeful, venomous, somebody to watch out for? Kind of makes sense with that card, too. That you need to be careful of while you're walking away from a situation. And here, this is a message. A messenger bringing you something. See, she's holding a messenger bag. Isn't that cool? And she's got a little letter. And she's going to come in on a carousel horse. But there's rainbows and happiness, so it's a good message. It's like, I think everybody has a so-called friend like this, where, but this could be the person you're grieving over, the relationship you're letting go of. I'm guessing it's a relationship. It could be a situation, or even needing to move away from home, from your parents or something. Okay, so I've got this card in another reading just before this. And this is a great card because it's telling you, listen, this is like, listen to your intuition. Great, something wonderful is happening, but this is communication about direction. And it's also about being clear about where you want to go. But trust, your intuition is coming through. Maybe you see 1111 all the time, you know, numbers on the clock, or, and which, when I looked up 1111, it meant your spirit, your guides are talking to you. Or you see messages, or you turn on the TV and you hear something. And this is communication on another level, pointing you in the right direction. But it looks like there's like some nasty person. Now, none of the cards around here, look at the two cards that come up next to the snake, are very positive cards. So whoever this dark energy is, they're all hiss and no venom, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't you know, it's not like they're, you know, they're more of an annoyance. And I'm getting the feeling it's like an annoying friend, or maybe the person you're letting go of who's trying to make it a little bit difficult for you to get away, or someone who's trying to make it difficult for you to get away in a situation, trying to make things a little harder for you. So I don't know if you can see, you can't see here. Here. These are the 3 cards. And I put them, because you know what keeps happening is they show up again. But that is just telling you, no, it isn't because I didn't shuffle. It's because Spirit's trying to tell you something. So I'm hoping they don't. The compass was good, though. And the messenger. So, okay. And then I'm going to do this again so that... because just shuffling isn't quite satisfying me. The way I get so many of the same cards. I always feel so much better if they all show up again. It's like, okay, it wasn't that I didn't shuffle. So, I'm sorry I'm doing this on your time. I'm worried I won't get it done at all. Let's take this over here. We go. And, so now we're going to do a love reading. Okay, somebody's telling me to shuffle these cards, so I need to get them just a little more. It's like purify the energy. Ooh. We're going to do a love reading with adoring virtue, and what I've been doing is I do 3 romance angels, 3 adoring virtue romance angels, and then I do clarifiers, 2 vice versa, and 1 Lenormand each. Okay, so I think this one's meant for you. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. There could be somebody moving away from home, needing to move away from home. You know, like maybe some toxic family member, you know. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Isn't that nice? And true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. That sounds wonderful. Okay, and then we'll do the vice versa, which are fun and trippy. Trippy cards that give you so much perspective, so much direction. I have a trip. Okay. Okay. And so we have the Emperor showing up on top, and that's just like the Emperor is about also is Aries, just in case. But it's the Emperor is about making sure things go as they're supposed to. In the, you know, things are right. You know. So that's always nice. And so the last clarifier is the Lenormand. This is like the cherry on top, because Lenormands usually don't leave open-ended messages like tarot does. With tarot, it seems more open-ended. So if you want a final piece of information, to just put a period at the end of the sentence. Lenormands are great for that. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Your whole life benefits as you forgive your parents, huh? Now, I think I got these 2 before in a previous reading, like the reading before this. In the same position, too. So what we have here is there's like some sort of fiery communication. This is a Knight of Swords. So, I mean, this is like you waiting and ready to communicate. This is what the communication is going to look like. A phoenix, a fiery phoenix rising up out of the ashes. And think about the symbolism of that. Now, this card was reversed. So it's like wands are usually quick moving, very spirited. But it's reversed, so it's like there's a delay in spitting out what needs to be said or communicated. Was that right side up? I think that was right side up. So a message is coming, but it isn't here yet. When it gets here, it's going to look like this. But right now, you know, it's almost like you're waiting. You're still waiting. I'm still getting the waiting. Here we have this reversed. And I think we got this. Yeah, we got this side of it. This is the... again, I say what it is. Magician. Here, this is the magician. You know, you have all your tools, and look at the beautiful roses and lilies. You have all your tools to do what you need to do, right? And I think you got this side. It's like you've already been working on it. You've already been doing it. And the card was reversed. It's like, you know, you're almost there. I'm just getting you're almost there. And again, major arcana, big life changes, and it doesn't matter which side or whether the card is reversed. Moving forward with all your tools is happening for you. But you know, this kind of makes sense. And we have the labyrinth. You know, it's like, you know, it's like you know, you kind of moving about through a maze, trying to get things, you know, trying to work things out, and that makes sense with the delay of the emperor, or of the not emperor, but the magician being reversed. It's like a bunch of stuff to do. You know, it's like you're a mouse in a maze. You know, you're trying to get from point A to point B, and you're going this way and that way, and you know what I'm saying. And that's all about healing family issues. So there sounds like there's some confusion about how to go about it, what to do, whether or not to say anything. But you know, the most important thing is you heal it inside yourself, and if you don't ever have to say anything to anyone else, if it feels right, you know, but healing it inside of you, most people will catch it on a telepathic level. And then when you can feel that they get it, you know, you just say 2 words and the whole thing is understood. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of communication. Commitment, sorry. A higher level of a commitment. Now here we have with this. We have the Star. This is celebrating. It was reversed. So I'm saying celebrating is coming. You know, this, you know, maybe someone's given you a ring, and an engagement ring. But the card was reversed, so I'd say there's a slight delay, but it's happening real soon. And the Star is also a symbol of Aquarius, the card that represents Aquarius. And yeah, this is celebrating with a whole bunch of people. And this is like, you know, it's like the celebration within at the night sky. And she's here by herself. And she's just like thanking God and the universe that everything worked out this way. And the Star is just like good fortune. It's just like, dreams coming true, happiness. What the hell is this? Oh, it's a Wheel of Fortune, isn't it? Yeah. So we got this side. Look at that, man. The hell? You know, the whole message of the wheel is that, you know, life has its ups and downs, and if, and it's like the wheel's turning, and I don't know, I need more clarification on it. Okay, so, this is, I want to say about the Wheel of Fortune. When the wheel's turning, it's like when we're at the top, everything's going well, and then as it turns, we can end up down at the bottom where everything's falling apart and changing and growth, and we need to learn and go through all these cycles, and then we go back again to being on top again. So regarding the engagement, there's some red tape. I don't know, maybe you need to get your blood tests. Or if someone's divorce isn't final. I don't know. But this Tower card is about like civilization and all of the workings of it, and complying with the laws and state, and one thing about this card is, and I got this came through in another reading about, do everything by the book. This card can also be about that. It can be about red tape. It's just like all the stuff, like government stuff that you have to do. Like before you get married, you got to file papers. You got to, and do all that. So, and a big, I'm hearing again, go by the book. Do it by the book, whatever you're doing. True love, this is a romance of a lifetime. That is always nice to hear. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. So on this side, he's like meditating on that money there, or that pentacle, or that information. And and here it's like it's either dawn or dusk, and look at here, it's like a message. This is the horn. There's a message regarding money, or regarding, let's see what the other card, and it's like it's reversed, and it's like this is on this side of the card, it's like you've been waiting. So let's see, this is the King of Wands. See how the King of Wands reflects with that. The King of Wands, and we got this side, like, so it's like the dark side of the King of Wands. You can see, look at this, that giant serpent there. So it's like, I'm feeling like there's this fire, there's this dark energy lurking